Alright, so as I mentioned, we're actually going to start with our rounds after that Quarian Tally loyalty mission.
Shepard Commander.
I'd like to find out more about you.
Specify.
I've never encountered a Geth that had more than animal intelligence.
We are a unique hardware platform. Most mobile platforms can run up to 100 programs. This platform can run over 1,000 at once.
So I'm talking to 1,000 programs, but not 1,000 personalities?
Each individual is equivalent to one of your virtual intelligence programs. Together, we form a single Gestalt intellect, what you refer to as Legion. As individual programs, we are no more than your software. Only when we share data do we become more.
So Geth have to be networked to get enough computing power for intelligence.
Yes, the creators wrote Geth programs for specific tasks: construction, protection, domestic servitude. However, they allowed self-optimization. Early software builds discovered that multiple hardware platforms sharing resources were often more effective. As peer networks expanded, our cognition improved. Eventually, we woke up.
You're more sophisticated than the average Geth.
Yes, we are a network within our own hardware, capable of operating alone.
Smarter than the
We are
average
still connected to
bear.
the greater network for data sharing.
How many other Geth are like you?
None. This platform was built to operate within organic space. This task was not suited for a network. Geth installed in mobile platforms always operate in networks. However, most Geth remain within server hubs.
The hubs on Vermeer improve the performance of Geth near them. How do they work?
They are akin to organic cities. A hub can run millions of Geth in communion. If you destroyed them, it is likely the number of heretics you killed was much higher than you imagined.
So you're in contact with the rest of the Geth right now?
Only when we require access to data not stored within this platform. If you want to convey a message to the Geth, we serve as a terminal.
What kind of data do you share?
Program updates, logs of thought process, sensor recordings.
Legion is attempting to access the ship's FTL comm system. Shall I allow it through my firewalls?
Go ahead, Edie.
Our oldest log is time-stamped from Creator Year 2463, third day of Fall-Tash, waxing moon, roughly 327 years ago. The oldest audiovisual record dates from 15 years after that.
Are our networks secure, Edie? Legion had to go through you.
I have never interfaced with another machine intelligence. Legion is 1,000 voices talking at once. What it contacted was beyond my comprehension. A mind the size of a galactic arm.
How do you maintain stability without other minds to interact with?
I manage. Some minutes are more difficult than others.
Can you replay something for me?
Recording time-stamped from Creator Year 2485, 18th day of Loonshao, new moon. Mistress Hala Dama, unit has an inquiry.
What is it?
This is what I was talking about, right here.
These units have a soul.
Who taught you that word?
We learned it ourselves. It appears 216 times in the Scroll of Ancestors.
Only Quarians have souls. You're a mechanism.
Recording ends.
And that conversation is one of the reasons why the Quarians tried to kill the Geth. Because they questioned whether or not they had a soul.
Was that the first time a Geth asked if it had a soul?
No, it was the first time a creator became frightened when we asked.
And because they became frightened, they tried to kill them. And thus led to the war between the Quarians and the Geth. It wasn't the first, remember, as Legion just said, it wasn't the first time they ever asked. It was the first time the Quarians got scared by that question. So in hindsight, really the Quarians really did this to themselves. Because if they hadn't tried to then kill what they made, they wouldn't have been had to leave their homeworld. Because as Legion has said, they never wanted a war. They never wanted hostilities. They wanted coexistence. But the Quarians wouldn't even hear of it.
That's interesting, but I must get back to my duties.
We will remain here.
And now, since we're on the same floor, let's go chat with Miranda. And I think this is the one that's gonna start the romance with her. Hello, Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact. I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
I wish your people had made the offer.
I looked at your track record as you hunted Saren. I saw the choices you faced. You'd fit in fine here, and we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead. The Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
I don't know about that argument. That's kind of a spotty argument to believe that that could have been a successful thing, considering what was really going on Eden Prime with Sovereign.
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
What? You disapprove?
No. I'm just impressed. You're... well, look at you. A kid from the slums of Earth. No family, little formal education. And you've done more than I could. Despite everything my father did to make me perfect, you're the best humanity has to offer.
Does it always have to come back to your father's genetic tailoring?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
Wait a minute. Are you jealous?
Don't be absurd.
The genetic mutt that the elusive man put in charge. That must sting.
First, it's not a competition. Second, based on your combat records, you're practically a perfect bloody human specimen.
Perfect human specimen, huh?
Don't get cocky. I'm the one who put you back together, remember? And I do damn good work.
You certainly do.
Woo!
What the hell was that? Okay, this doesn't mean anything. We just... God, I need to think. I'll talk to you later. And stop smiling, damn it.
I love that response she gives. Stop smiling. Oh, that was such a great response. I just love that smirk he was giving her too. Alright, now let's head down to engineering and speak with Tally. That's one way to initiate that romance with Miranda. Oh, that was funny. I had forgotten that little response she gives. Stop smiling, damn it.
Kela, I'm sorry I dragged you into Quarian politics. All that infighting, seeing what my father did. You were the only one there for me, Shepard. The only cover I had against that storm. Thank you.
Are Quarian politics always like that?
No. Sometimes it can actually get unpleasant. We're a very social people, Shepard. We have to be, to make up for being stuck in these suits. And part of that means getting involved in each other's business.
I imagine they're trying to fill your father's spot on the Admiralty Board. What will that do to the balance of power?
I have no idea. Being exiled might have made it easier. A few people are suggesting me as a candidate. Replacing an admiral takes time, though. You may not have noticed, but Quarians like to debate.
Of course, remember, her being an admiral does make a difference in whether or not you can resolve the war in Mass Effect 3.
The whole trial was insulting. You should have had time to mourn your father.
I don't think life is about what you deserve, but my father would be honored that I chose to mourn him by blowing up a lot of Gap. I should get back to work, but thanks for checking on me.
Alright. Curious if Syed has anything new to say after a few missions.
Back for another lesson. Joker handled himself well. Should have come back here and got a real weapon. Still, did real well for a kid with glass bones. Pretty sure I'd be laid up in bed if I were him.
By the way, I don't think I've ever pointed this out, but the reason Joker was able to be as mobile as he was in that little mission here on the Normandy when the Collector showed up is because over the past 2 years, while Shepard was being remade, Cerberus, when Joker joined Cerberus, they actually helped him by having some surgeries done on him to actually make it where he is more able to actually walk around and not have his condition be as frail as it is, you know, because of how much they were able to help kind of strengthen his bones and such. They didn't cure his condition or anything, but they did perform surgeries to try and make it where it wasn't as severe as it was back in Mass Effect 1.
So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You and I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
So let's see. You know what? I think I want to go do Garrus's mission next. After hearing Syed talk about that, let's go do Garrus's mission. Besides, I haven't been back to the Citadel in a while, and I need to check if there are any upgrades that I need to get or can get. Of course, I have the discounts at the various different stores, but still. A lot of those upgrades cost a lot of credits. Tally. Yeah, I still like this one. Nope, no new messages. Alright. So how much do I have? Over 200, almost 300,000 credits. Let's see. Citadel. Here we go. Skip that. Don't you see it again? I also want to show you something kind of unique if you bring Legion here. I don't recall actually showing it to you guys in my first original run, so I'll just show it to you now, because of course, as I've mentioned before, I'm bringing Legion with me on all these missions, in case he has anything unique to contribute, because how often do you see people take Legion on all these missions? Because many times people don't usually get him until near the end of the game. So we'll take Garrus and Legion. Like how it's already showing the dialogue at the top. Get shield boost. I'll hold off on that.
I've found references to a forger named Fade in CSEC crime reports, Shepard. Perhaps that is a good place to start looking. Also, according to CSEC, a Drell recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have more information.
Alright, so
I'm
it's
sorry,
this
sir, but
person
I'll need you to
here.
Can I help you, sir?
So, I'm gonna say this and then listen to what Legion says.
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Geth do not infiltrate.
You should leave your personal synthetic assistant at home. They're not allowed on public shuttles anymore.
Geth do not intentionally infiltrate.
And of course, I find it funny, she looks at Legion and she does not even consider the idea that that's a Geth. She thinks it's a synthetic assistant.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
I'm like, wow, you are not paying attention. At all.
Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir.
Yeah. We'll talk to Bailey later. In the meantime... I never resolved this with these two?
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
Oh. Can't believe I never got the Sovereign model. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. Watch this. You buy the fish, right?
They think every Krogan is dangerous.
Damn Turians. We should kill them all.
Oh, it won't let me do it until I go upstairs and ask about the fish. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on to that fish for now. Alright, let's hear what Legion says about the security.
This is not unlike our stations. Far more inefficient. Your organic shells require more space. Information propagation is slow. Many voices speak at once. We do not understand how it functions without consensus. Perhaps study of other hive species will illuminate, beginning extranet search protocols.
Huh. Have fun with that, Legion. I'm just gonna go around and check the shops, just to kind of double
I just
check.
need to pick up some spices. Aminodextrous and aminosynth.
Alright, I'm gonna avoid going downstairs for now because that's where Garrus's mission is. So let's go upstairs. I gotta go check the weapon shop on the upgrades. Plus, I need to go to the bar to ask about the fish so I can, talk to those Krogan. Here's the shop. Did I ever get the discount from this guy?
Human?
Yeah, I guess I did.
Just looking around.
Look elsewhere. We don't like your kind here.
That's right, these two different upgrades here.
This looks interesting.
I'll go ahead and grab those. Hey, it's the guy who's the inside joke about GameStop.
Data protection for any game we sell. If the copy protection ever malfunctions, you can download a new copy free. Those Asari Hanar porn games they sell in Shinakiba are really nasty.
No, Okay, we are leaving. We are gonna ignore what he just said. Alright, this is the guy to talk to.
Something I can do for you?
I noticed you're one of the groundskeepers for the Presidium. Do you know if there are fish in the lakes?
I get that question a lot. I think it's right behind where's the restroom. Those are reservoirs, the Presidium's own supply, independent from the water storage tanks in the wards. The only place I know of on the station to get a live fish is Delea Sonesi's gift shop.
When I pour a glass of water, it's the same stuff that tourists throw garbage in?
No, they purify it first. If some Solarian or human bacteria gets left in, and a Turian or Quarian drinks it, they could die. Everything would be so much simpler if we all had the same DNA. But no, the universe loves diversity.
Where's that gift shop?
In the market downstairs from the bar. Delea sells aquariums. Fish are the largest pets most station residents can get a permit for.
Thanks for your time.
No problem. If you get up to the Presidium, check out the DeMaio flowers across from the conduit. They're coming in very nicely.
So now that we have that info, we're gonna head back down and talk to those Krogan. And because I grabbed one of those fish from the shop, wait till you see what option I can do.
What do you want?
Why are you so interested in fish from the Presidium?
It's so decadent. Eating a fish from the Presidium would be like screwing Shaira.
Ugh. Sorry,
my
you're so
gosh.
squishy. Where are you supposed to get a decent grip?
Oh my gosh. You two are disgusting. I have a Presidium fish.
I overheard you talking about the fish on the Presidium.
What, you mean there actually are some?
Sure, I just got one. I have it with me now.
I'll pay you for it.
What, you don't think I'm hungry? I went all the way up to the Presidium for this. Why should I give it to a random Krogan?
I'll pay you a lot for it.
Oh, alright. It's obvious you really want it. Here you go.
Weren't you saving that money for a new gun?
Who cares? They wouldn't let me use it here anyway. Thank you, human. Many Krogan must have dreamed of this day, but I get to be the first.
It's just a damn fish. Guns are better than fish.
Oh, he gave me 1,000 credits for that. I basically just pulled a complete con on him. Wow. Alright, so now we'll head downstairs and we'll recheck the shops, and then we will head to do Garrus's mission. So it's over there, so let's make our way around here first. Let me check this shop. Already got everything there, okay. Let's check this one here. Already have everything there. Okay, so it looks like I have everything on the Citadel.
The Forger's thug should be inside.
Alright. Let's head on inside.
Fade? You're not quite how I imagined you.
Looks can be deceiving. So, which one of you wants to disappear?
I'd rather see you make someone reappear.
That's not the service we provide.
Make an exception. Just this once.
Damn it. Quick! Shoot them! Shoot them!
Too slow.
Ha!
Why do I even bother?
Shut up. Ah, stupid controller. Ah. Sorry, guys. This is being very annoying, having to deal with this controller going between having battery and being dead, even with the charger cable being plugged into it.
We need to find a client of yours. I suggest you cooperate.
Wait. I'm not the one you want to talk to. I'm not Fade.
I knew it.
Well, then maybe you'd like to tell us where to find him.
Yes, of course. He's in the factory district. Works out of the old prefab foundry.
I know the place.
Oh, he's got a lot of mercs there. Blue Suns. Harkin thinks they're protecting him.
Harkin.
Harkin. You guys remember Harkin, right?
Who the hell is Harkin?
He's CSEC. We work together, sort of.
He got fired from CSEC a while ago. But he still knows the systems.
Interesting. But it changes nothing. We still need to find him before we can get to Sedonis.
This Harkin sounds like he could use a little talking to.
Talk all you want. I'll be too busy giving his kidneys a friendly thumping. We'll need to go to the transit station. I can get us to him from there.
So I can go?
Sure, but if we don't find Harkin, we'll be back for you.
Oh, good.
I just always loved how he said that. Oh, good. Good to know.
I just got a refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omni-Gel converter here.
Okay, so I know I was saying we are going to do Garrus's mission, but I'm looking at how long it's already gone, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off the video here, and when we come back, we will be doing Garrus's mission. Stay tuned.